So, if you're helping to facilitate a small group discussion, like a lot of our leaders are, you know that a lot of times you come into a small group discussion with a list of questions. And sometimes we think, well, I got to get through this whole list of questions, but you know that's not normally how a small group works. You may get through one or two, and then it kind of spreads out and goes a direction that your group needs for that particular context. One of the things that I think can help you is if you actually share, here are the 4 or 5 questions that you are wrestling with that night. Tell them all of the questions ahead of time and say, hey guys, which ones stand out to you? Which questions make the most sense to you? Which ones would you really like to discuss? If you've ever hung out with me or spent any time listening to me, you know I'm always encouraging you to give students agency, to give them choices, give them options. But giving them all of the questions ahead of time, sometimes they may say, you know what, that question doesn't really make sense to us, but these 3 really would help us. Or this question, we really want to talk about that. And sometimes you don't even get to that question because it's 3rd, 4th, 5th on your list. If you're using Awana Youth Ministries Trek or Journey curriculum, your students have already seen the questions. A lot of times they've already answered a bunch of them. So if that's the case, one of the things I would encourage you to do is say, hey, which ones of these questions that you saw really stuck out to all of you? And say, hey, okay, so everybody loved what happened on day 4. This question stuck out. Is that one all of you answered? And if they all say yes, you can start to see a trend and understand, hey, this question really needs to be discussed because this is the one that has the most energy. You're trying to recognize that small groups almost never get through all of their questions. Focus on the ones that students put energy and investment into answering. And they really want to hear not only what they thought and share it with one another, but what other people thought and what you think.